Oopsie. Yeah. So good evening, everybody. My name is Bukky, and it's my pleasure this evening to share this moment with you all. It's a very unusual training. It's more of a relaxed, it's more of a simpler way of conducting yourself, conducting your business, re-looking or revisiting things that maybe we might have overlooked in the past because of stresses. So my name is Bukky Olunoye. I'm a Sapphire manager in Forever. I've actually been using the products. I love to say I've been using the products for 26 years. And when I look back at actually when I started to properly understand the business, I'd like to say I've been in the industry for 26 years. Have I really been doing everything right in the 26 years? Possibly not. But the beauty of this industry is that you earn and you learn and you learn and you earn. So really, to be honest, from the 26 years that I joined the industry, even though I'd made a few mistakes, I'm still able to earn and learn and learn and earn. So that's really been my journey. A lot of people would say, well, I have actually qualified for every single thing that Forever has on showcase. But to be really honest with you, that wasn't why I joined Forever. I joined Forever for personal reasons. And I'm going to share with you the personal reasons that I joined Forever. I joined Forever basically because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mommy, and I wanted to earn an income. I'm a psychologist by profession, but I did not want to work, but I wanted to be at home, to be there with the children. They're not children now, young ladies now, but at that time to be at home with them. And I wanted to make sure that I was able to train them with my own philosophies. Another reason why I joined Forever at that time, these are all existing whys. Another reason why I joined was I didn't want to be financially reliant on my husband and other family members who were helping me out at the time. So that's a little bit about myself. I really don't want to bore you with all that information. But what we're going to be looking at this evening is how to develop business building skills. Now, in terms of building business building skills, what does that really mean? What is a business? A business is different from an employment. An employment is an environment where there is a boss, where somebody tells you what to do, where somebody is in control of your life and in control of your time and in control of your dreams. And an employment is where you're helping somebody else also propel or build their own dreams. Now, when you're in business, that means that you've decided that there's something a little bit extra that you're looking for. But in building business, it's not easy if you don't have skills to guard you, to guide you. Because when you're a business person, you're your own boss completely. Nobody tells you when to wake up. Nobody tells you when to go and do a training. Nobody tells you when to go and make a phone call. Nobody tells you to go on an appointment. You decide when you want to do these things. And so because of that, we need certain skills to discipline us, to help us achieve whatever it is that we want to achieve. So that's the difference between employment and business. Employment, there's a set time. You need to be there at 9 o'clock. You need to close at 5. You can do overtime. But with business, you can decide that my day starts at 5 o'clock in the evening and my day ends at 12 o'clock midnight. Nobody tells you, nobody controls you. And because of that, we need, like I said, we need that guideline. We need that know-how. We need the discipline. We need the determination. We need perseverance, and we need persistence. And if that's what we need, how then do we develop those things that we need? You have to have a why. What does the why do? The why actually helps you to make a decision. The why helps you to do the things that you normally don't find attractive to do. And what are the things that you don't find attractive to do? Sometimes to get out of bed. Sometimes it might be, for instance, in the UK, it might be so cold that you just want to stay wrapped up in your bed. But when you think about your why, when you think about that reason, when you think about that commitment, that thing that you want to do, when you think about your dreams, when you think about where your life is, you're propelled to get out of bed. Something has pushed you out of bed. And remember why. Let me tell you a little story about why. I'm sure for all of us who are here, we all at one point in time in our life had a reason. We had a why. We had something we wanted to become. But at another point in our lives, those things that we had, that we wanted to become, that we wanted to see happen, stopped being the main focus in our thoughts, in our life. And why? Because of the stresses of life, because of distractions of life, because of troubles of life, because of the change of life. Before some people get married, it might be, I'm going to do this and I'm going to be that. I'm not going. And then you get married, the children come, and you find that you're so distracted with raising the children. You're so distracted with looking for fees. You're so distracted with so many things. Your why jumps out the window, and somebody else determines your why. The bills determine your why you go to work. Your parents that you want to look after, they determine. You're saying, look, I really can't do a business. I really need to get a job. I need a job. I need somebody to pay me. I need to be able to pay my bills. Those whys that we had at the earlier part of our lives, our dreams go out the window, and we start to help somebody else build their own dream. And so tonight, I would like somebody, or all of us, go back, just as you're writing, go back and think about what was that thing before forever? What was that thing that you desired so much before you ever saw the Forever presentation? What was it? Where did you want to be? Who did you want to be? Where did you want to live? What car did you want to drive? Did you want to go on a holiday? What sort of husband did you want to get married to? How many children did you want? Or did you not want any children? These are things that we stop thinking about, because what happens? Pressures of life, bills, changes in lifestyle, divorce, marriage, disagreement. It changes our why. But you see, the why is actually the vehicle that makes you succeed in life. If you don't have a reason, anything goes. Somebody is selling rice and they're making money. You think, maybe I can be a distributor and sell that rice, because you don't have a why. Somebody is now selling gold and they're going to Dubai. You're thinking, actually, this might be a good idea. Yes, let me start to sell. Somebody might think, no, the new style now is kaftan. A lot of people are wearing kaftan. You might think, okay, let me find a tailor. Maybe my tailor can start to make kaftans and I can start to sell. Because we lack the why. Because we have no focus. And I've been like that. At my very beginning, my why was a problem. I'd have one why today and then another. But then when I met Forever, and when I saw, oops, I don't know why this is doing this. It does this sometimes. Okay, let me go back out and come in. I'm not sure why this is happening. Okay, I'm trying. Why is this happening? This is not real, is it? Okay. I'm going to go back out and I'm going to come back in and just pray that this works. Please pardon me. Okay. Please, I'm sorry about that. So think about it. So when we were exposed to Forever, what happened? What happened to your why? Did your why come alive? Or did somebody else's why come alive? The business presentation, when we visit those places, is to really encourage us that, guess what? If this person can experience this with actually starting an amazing business, then I can actually reignite my why. Most of us jump at the first thing we see, travel. Or we jump at, you can buy a car. Or we jump at chairman's bonus. Always remember that your own why is personal to you. What is your why? When you got into that hall, when you experienced the business presentation, when you sat there, what was it that you saw that allowed you to sign that form? To say, I will do this. I can do this. I'm going to succeed with this. So your first exposure to Forever, what did it do for you? How did you feel? What did it make you start to think? Did you think, what's in this for me? Yes, I know people are traveling. Yes, I know people are earning this much money. But this is what I want. Can you identify your why here? Raising children, local holidays, self-care, extra income, self-sufficiency, paying off your debts, leaving a legacy, starting your own side business, better accommodation, living standards. Can you identify? Local holidays. I remember when we were young, and I grew up in Ibadan, and I remember then Lagos was like London. So every holiday, my mom would get us into a car and we would go to Shonibare Estate. There was a hotel there, and we would lodge there for like 3 weeks. And that was our own London trip. And it was so beautiful because my mom would put money aside. She would make sure that we had an amazing time. We'd go out, we'd go swimming, and it was still in Nigeria. But it was something that my mom desired for us to do, to take a break from home, to go to another city, to enjoy. How many of us have actually traveled around Nigeria? How many of us have packed our children in the car and say, I'm going to go to this part of Nigeria to explore, to see? How many of us are struggling with self-sufficiency? How many of us are depending on somebody to raise us, to dash us money? You know what that means, to give us something that we haven't worked for. How many of us is fed up of living like that? How many of us want extra income? How many of us are looking, sometimes it's difficult when a woman cannot even buy her personal effects, things that she needs monthly, things that she needs to use to make her look beautiful. How many of us are struggling because we haven't got time to raise those children? Look at what's happening to children these days. I shudder when I see young children today. There's certain things that we would never dare to do. But because parents are working, and they have to work, they're working hard round the clock. These children know that I was one of those children. I knew my parents' timetable. I knew when my mom was out. I knew how long I could go out for. I knew when I needed to be back home. And even then, our parents were strict. What about debts? Would you want to pay your debts? Is that why you joined Forever? Some of us, when we see that large income, like maybe 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, we say, yes, I want that. But some of us don't even have 500,000. I remember when I first started, I wasn't looking at the big money. I was looking at the small money to meet my small needs at that time. Legacy. How many of us can leave the work that we do today to our children when we go to rest? When the time comes, if you have a shop, if you work in an office, can you take your child to that office and say, now I'm retired, please, I need my daughter or my son to take over? Never. Are you concerned about the way that things are turning out? Look at how difficult things are right now, all over the world. What about your accommodation? Are you in a 2-bedroom? Would you rather be in a 5-bedroom? Are you in a 3-bedroom? Would you need an extra room? Are you in a 1-bed? And you're thinking, I would love an extra 2 rooms. Think big, but take baby steps so that this business does not choke us. And would you like to start a business on the side? Forever allows you to start another business. You don't have to go to the bank. Your income, you can put it aside to start another business. I remember a dear sister of mine. She said, this is why I want this, auntie. I want to start a clothes line. And that's exactly what she did. So does Forever, what it offers, does it align with your goals? Have you thought about that? And so if it's yes, what are you willing to sacrifice? I remember I was an addict of Nollywood. I probably still am. But then, one day I sat down and I thought, my goodness me, that was then. I watched a part 1, that was 2 hours. I watched a part 2 of a movie, that was 2 hours. I watched a part 3, that was 2 hours. That's 6 hours of my beautiful time wasted watching screen. And then I thought to myself, if I want to change my life, I have to change the things I do. And so I had to start to revisit how I spent my time. I had to visit how I spent my money. What am I spending on clothes? Do I need to cut down on my clothes? Because some people are going to say to you, well, the products are good, but I can't afford them. What are you spending your money on? Spending your money on clothes? I had to stop. I had to stop shopping because I knew I needed the products. And I knew unless I used the products, I couldn't build a business. I had to redirect my spending, meaning I had to take the money that I was spending in Holland and Barrett, in Boots, in ShopRite. I had to bring it into my own business. Have you thought about these things? I had to learn to talk to more people. I had to learn to be more friendly. I had to learn to ask questions. And these are things that you and I need to learn to put in place. Reduce the money on Uber Eats. Take public transport rather than Uber. Let me talk to you about that a little bit. Now, when I was building my business, actively building my business, I stopped driving and I stopped taking Ubers. I started to use public transport. And you might say, well, you live abroad and it's easy to say. Not really. Because I remember once I lived in Festac, there was a ferry at that time. I would use the ferry and I would go on the ferry and I would meet lovely people. And so I'm saying, if you're looking and you're struggling to meet people, visit what you're doing. See whether you can change what you're doing. When you sit in your car by yourself, listening to self-motivating CDs, it doesn't change your life. That's not an activity. But if you're on a public transport and you sit next to somebody and you like that person, they might not have as much money as you, as you, but you might be able to help them earn money, make a difference. You might be able to make friends on that public transport. So it's so important to think about, what am I willing to sacrifice? Am I willing to sacrifice the comfort of my car today so that I can be comfortable in future? Think about that. Am I willing to give up that time on Facebook to actually go meet real people? Think about that. What will you sacrifice to reach your goals today? That's the question. And so if you have decided, and I know that most of us are FBOs, I know, but I'm taking us back to the beginning. So if you have decided, so how do we do it? You make a decision, you register. Okay, fine, you get your pack. You replace your existing products with Forever. All right, fine. Now, the key thing is find the specific needs that your body wants. Our products are not medicine. We're not doctors. We're not herbalists. We're health and wellness company. Good health and encouraging people to remain well. That's who we are. So what you need to be thinking about is, how can I be weller? How can I have good health? And who can I talk to encourage them to have good health and be weller? Those are the skills, those are the role that we play with Forever. Now let's go next. So how do I do this? We share the products. You're probably thinking, I know, is this why I'm here? Of course. We share the products. We share the opportunity. So you sit with somebody and you say, guess what? I have just found something that can change your life and my life. Would you like to have a look at it? And then we're probably going to say, yes, so what is it? Oh, I found this amazing company with amazing products. And the products, guess what? Who joined Forever to sell products? I'm sure there are professional people here. I'm a psychologist. I didn't join to sell forever. I didn't join to sell products. I joined because I saw my why, and my why was attached to a Forever company. And because my why was attached to Forever company, they had a product that I could move to help me reach my why. So we didn't join. We're not saleswomen. We're not market people, but we have to move the products so that we can start to edge our way towards our why, our goal. Maybe that goal, getting a newer apartment. You might not be able to afford to build a place at the moment, yes, but you might be able to build your income to be able to rent a bigger place. You might be able to change your children's fees. You might be able to buy certain foods that you like. That is what we do. And that is how we do it. Now, what is the product? Product is forever. That is the product. It's the tool. It's not why we joined. It's why the company has put it in place for us to use it to reach other people. But nobody can say, yes, I joined. I signed on because I want to sell aloe vera gel. No, I signed up because I wanted to sell collagen. Oh, no, I signed up because I wanted to sell medicine for arthritis. That's not why we joined. We joined because we saw something on the screen. We joined because we have a why. We joined because we want a better life. And so what do? We use the product to find people who have a why. For instance, a young couple, you might say, well, I want a better life. I want to get married and I want to live in a good area. So you find Forever. You're not going to be hawking the gel. You're going to look at the opportunity. You're going to find people who are like you. You're going to find people who have a why. And you're going to show them that, look, with this product, reaching out to so many people, you and I could achieve our why. If you want extra income, you use that product to find the people who want the same why as you. It might not be extra income. They might want, I don't know what people want. They might want to buy a boat. They might want to buy a piece of land. Or you might want to look after your aged parents. Do you know, at this time, some people are struggling so badly, they can't even look after their aged parents. And that was not the case when we were growing up. As a matter of fact, looking after your parents was next in line to getting a job. It was a foregone conclusion that you had to look after your parents. Today, we're giving our children excuse that, well, things are so difficult, they can't even afford, because things are changing. But Forever is saying, I can give you an opportunity where you can have a better life, where you can have extra income, where you can look after your aged parents. And let me show you how. So here is Forever. After all that story, we have the aloe vera gel. In Nigeria, we have this a plastic container. In the UK, we have a new container. And then we have the soap. How many people do you know that have a bath every day? How many people do you know that brush your teeth every day? How many people do you know wants to be well every day? Wants to be well. Not taking them from a place of sickness. No. Not telling people that my products can help to heal. No. My products can help to make you feel better. That is Forever. That's who we are. We help people feel better. We help. So, for instance, somebody says, oh, I use locks. You can say, well, I have an amazing product. And this is what my soap does. I have an amazing tooth gel. It doesn't have fluoride. And fluoride is known to be dangerous. If you go and research that, I'm not telling you, I'm not saying, oh, buy Forever because, no, I'm saying when you research about fluoride, children, it says on the Colgate tooth gel, when they ingest it, take them to the hospital very quickly. Why do you think they say that? But with our tooth gel, children can actually swallow it. You can actually use it for babies. So you have people who have a bath every day. You have people who brush their teeth every day. And you're thinking, so what has this got to do with skills? You will find out. That's why I said it's a business with a twist. So the question is, how much business do I need to do in my ID monthly? Now think about this. So if Forever is saying, join me, If Forever is saying, I can help you get to your why. If Forever is saying, I can help you help other people achieve what they want to achieve. So how much business do you need to do every month? 1.2 million naira, approximately. What does that mean? Is that your money? No, other people's money. People who are buying the aloe vera gel, people who are ordering the soap, people who are buying the tooth gel, and people who you're showing to do the exact same thing as you. So people who your friends and family who are saying, so how are you doing this? And you say, well, to be really honest, I use the products, I love the products, and I'm showing other people to do the same. In the UK, approximately 1,114 pounds per month is what you're looking at every month, approximately. And so how do you divide this? How do you do this business? Because many of us are discouraged. Many of us have had enough of we uplines. Many of us are just fed up. Now, how do you make this work? You divide your 1.2 by 4. And then you divide your 1,114 by 4. So if you get a calculator, that's why I said, please get a calculator so that you can see what you need to do. And so you understand what you need to do. So if you divide 1.2 million by 4, that's 300,000 worth of business every month. Now, if you divide 300,000 by 7 days a week, this is what business you need to be doing daily. And you're probably thinking, why is she telling us this? Because most people are fed up of being pushed around. Most people are fed up of the way that the business is showcased to them. Most people have a job. And if you spend your whole day chasing down downlines, going on the streets looking for people to sign on, you get fed up. But if you actually have a system in place where you know that I'm supposed to do business worth 1.2 every month, I divide that by 4, that's 300,000 every week, and I divide every week, and I divide that by 7, and that is 42,000 or 43,000 naira daily. So what then are we doing? You go off and you find people who are going to purchase products of that amount, and you'll be amazed that you have done your quota. I'm not talking in terms of case credits because I don't want to confuse anyone. I'm talking in terms of the currency that we have at the moment. Divide into 4 and divide into 7. And before you know it, your quota is done. You're then able to share. I said, focus on working on a simple system that everyone can do. Everyone can do this. Everyone, you can sit with somebody and say, honestly, they'll say, so Bukky, what do we need to do? You said this business can give us so much. I said, yes. So what do I need to do? Well, you need to do business worth about 300,000 every week. Multiply that by 4, that's 1.2 million. Okay. So how do I do that? What do I need to do? Well, divide that by 7. And then, so what do I do? Find people who would like to purchase the gel in either of the countries. Find people who would like to use the soap. Find people who would like to use the tooth gel. Selling 2 gels a day, just to 2 people, every single day for the rest of your business life will actually help you achieve your quota. Then you can start to get talking with people. You can share the benefits, and you don't have to worry about, oh, that person didn't listen. Just share it, just share it, just share. You might be on the bus. That's why I said it's important to take public transport. It's important to go for a walk. It's important to intentionally do something. And what you would find is, how many people can I teach to use this product? How many people can I share this product with? How many people can I teach to teach others? Our business is about teaching others. We're a duplicating business. We delegate to others how they succeed. That's our job. But how do we do those things? The first thing that you need to do, grab a pen and paper, write the list of every single person. I'm sure there are people here who have never written a comprehensive list. A comprehensive list is every single person. Grab your phone, write their names. Don't be embarrassed to contact them. Tell them, I'm using this amazing products. I feel so super. I would love to introduce this to you. Would you like to try them? Don't force them. Don't tell lies that, oh, it can do this and it can cure this and I've used this and my high blood pressure. No, just say it's a wellness business. It's a wellness opportunity. And you can actually change your life by doing this. Let me show you how. And then you do a product launch. What is that product launch? You showcase your product. Some of us have stopped doing product launches for years. We're looking at our team members to carry us. That's not the business. Write the list. Now remember, you have your pack. You have your products. You've started a new life. Then how are you going to showcase this? Product launches. It doesn't have to be 10, 20 people. It could be 2 people. You could actually go and visit somebody and say, guess what? I want to show you these amazing products and this amazing opportunity. Did you know that the number of people that you show, that you teach, that you share with can change your life? So you teach. You have testimonial stories, things that the products have done, things that the product, remember where it's the product is the car. That is why the product is important to be used. But we're not here to sell the products. Some people might like selling, but some people actually join Forever because Forever says, I can help you change your life. If you find people like yourself, bring them on, and I would help all of you change your life. Some people just use the product and they go and find other people to use the products. Some people don't sell the products. They might have 20 family friends and say, guess what? I have these amazing products. I've just bought into it. I've just bought my box. You can buy directly yourself. You can save 30%. Would you like to be interested to do that? And the person says, yes, how do I do that? All you have to do is do the form and you buy and you use. Some people might want to sell the products. So it's not a must that you must sell, but it's a must that you must use and show somebody else the opportunity. If you love selling, then sell. But you must make sure that you use the products. By using the products, guess what would happen? You would then start to sell because you would look different. Somebody would ask you, I notice you've lost weight. I notice your skin is clearer. I notice you're walking faster. Your knees are not hurting anymore. Then you say, no, I've been using this thing and it's helped. Really? Maybe I can try that. You start to sell. But we didn't join to sell. We joined for our why. We joined to make a change in our life. But we end up selling because we get testimonials. Number 3, we end up selling because we start to get some extra cash. And that is where we start to spread. Social media, you can showcase on social media. You don't have to really slap them with the products, but you can showcase and say, guess what? I used to have really, really bad migraine. But when I started to change my diet and use this amazing product, my migraine settled. You're not saying use Forever, it cures migraine. No. You're saying when I started to use this and find out what migraine is and find out why your body is settling and you're not getting the headache. So don't make claims, but showcase yourself. Let people see you drinking it. Let people see you using it. And share with as many people the opportunity and the products. Meet friends and family. Have pamper parties. Have referrals. Do weight management talks. These are things that we should be doing. And I know for sure that some of us are not doing this. We're looking for people. Think about the average person The average person knows about 1,000 something, the average. 1,000 people we know as an average person, statistics says. Have you spoken to 1,000 people in your business? Have you shared the products with 1,000 people? Have you shared the business opportunity with 1,000 people? What encouraged you or what pushed you to join Forever? Have you thought about it? Have you shared it with somebody else? Another skill that we need, or the first skill I'd say that we need, is reading. So all those things that we know that we need to do, we know that we need to use the products. We know that we need to have a why. We know that we need to share the products with other people. We know that we need to do product launches. We know that we need to talk about testimonies. But guess what? What are the skills that we need in this industry? And the skills, the first one is reading and personal development. Why is reading so important? And I'll tell you. You see, we already have a preconceived mindset, which means, no, I can't do that. I can't sell. I don't know how to talk to people. I get really embarrassed. I hate rejection. Most of us don't like rejection. But you know something? When you read and you're personally developed, you understand that really no is not rejection. Not now is not rejection. Maybe there's something that person needs. Maybe it's not the right time. Reading sets your mind free. Reading gives you an opportunity to start a new life. Reading makes you learn from somebody else's life. And personal development is what gives us that step forward. It allows us to begin to become a different person. Jim Rohn says, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And without doing all these things, we cannot do those things that I mentioned. You'd get fed up talking to people. You'll feel bad when people say no. You'll feel embarrassed to share. Some people say, are you one of those now selling aloe vera? Is your job not doing, are things that bad? But when you read and you're personally developed, you say, actually, no, things are not bad. I've actually found a way to make my life better. I've actually found a way to make my health better. I've actually found a way to actually make my why come to life. And people will be interested to find out. GoPro is an amazing book. It's an amazing book that opens our mind. It takes us from being from having a work mindset to a business person's mindset. Guess what? What is a work mindset? You go to work, you get paid. You go to work, you get paid. Somebody tells you what to do. Somebody tells you how to do it. In business, in network marketing, you are allowed to use your own mind. You are volunteer army. You are a person who wants a change. I am not knocking those who have a job. My daughters have a job. But on the side, they run their forever business. And you know what happens when you read? You actually find that you do your job better. When you're in forever, you actually find that promotion becomes better for you because you're changing. Your personal development is obvious. You don't get so angry anymore. You don't get so upset anymore. You become a different person. You're bolder to share the products. That's exactly what it does. So all the things I shared with you, yes, that's what we're doing forever. But these are the skills that we need to do. How many people can share honestly that they read a book a month here and we say the book is not good? I'm sorry, we say the business is not good. And we say the economy is bad. And we say, nobody buys the products. Reading expands our mind. Reading makes us see the impossibility become possible. Reading helps you to see yourself. I don't know if anybody has seen that mirror, that picture when the cat looks in the mirror and sees itself as a lion. That's what reading does. It makes you feel, I'm 5 foot something, but when I read, I feel like I'm about 7 foot 5. I feel special. I feel like I know stuff. So if you're in this industry, and that's why I said it's a training with a twist. and you're not reading, I'm sorry, growth becomes far. Your why, your reason for joining forever becomes blurred. You need to read. I had to read. I had to learn. My home is like a library. I keep thinking when that time comes and I go to rest, I don't know what my children are going to do with my books. I love to read. It opens your mind, makes you feel special. So I would say these are the two books I'd like to recommend. Honestly, if you take nothing away from here today, this is one number one skill. Let me give you a testimony what reading has done for me. It's made me a better person, less aggressive, less argumentative, less opinionated. Because you see, when you read, you find that, there are other ideas, there are other ways I can do this thing. My ways are not always right. And you don't squabble all the time. You're not arguing all the time. You're not oversensitive all the time. You don't feel bad when somebody says no. Reading is a number one skill that we have to adapt. Let's see the next skill. Listening skills. Honestly, when I first started Forever, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I never used to listen to anything. All I could see in my head was 4cc. All I could see was I needed to sell the products. I needed money. All I could see in my mind was I wanted this person to join my business. I didn't care whether they were saying I didn't have money. I said, don't worry, money will come. You will make money here. Don't worry. This business is good. This business makes people have money. That was me. That was me then. I was a hustler and I was enjoying hustling. And then I hit a brick wall. Yes, I hit a brick wall. And that brick wall was like people were saying, no, stop talking to us like that. We don't want to hear it. You're not hearing what we want. Some people just want to talk to you about their life. And in talking to you about their life, you get the answers that you want to sell the business opportunity, to sell the products. I had to learn to listen. I had to learn to pay attention. I had to learn to look. Before, I honestly could, I don't know why, but I couldn't look people in the eye. I had to learn to look at them and do like this, put my phone down and look at them in the eye. I had to stop talking. I had to learn to ask questions when I listen. I had to follow their direction. Some people say, no, I don't want the business. I only want the product. And I'm not saying, no, you see, the business is very good because when you get the business now, you see all those things that, yes, I haven't heard what you want. All those things, at least you can change your car. You can move to VI. You can, travel to London. That's not what they want. I was not listening. But when you listen, you hear what they are saying. Some people might be telling you, I am lonely. You have an opportunity to say, this is an amazing business opportunity where you can meet people. We can be friends. But you don't listen. I didn't listen. I would tell them what I want them to hear. And what was I telling them? It was all based on my case credits. It was based on what I was going to earn. It was based on who was going to join my business. It was based on my targets. But that's not how it works. It works based on what they want. Then we fit what they want into what Forever gives us. All those things I talked about earlier on, we know those things. We know that our why. We know that we need to do product launches. We know that we need to talk about weight management. We know that we need to talk about testimonial. We know we need to do this, but we lack the skills. So a lot of people are frustrated, thinking, why am I not succeeding? Why is she doing? I had to learn. And I'm being honest. When I came to the UK, I was sharing with one of my team members, I was a damn hustler. When I'm prospecting, you would think there's something wrong with me. And then after 6 months, I didn't get anywhere. I had to go back to the drawing board. And I realized I lacked major skills. I lacked listening skills. I lacked reading skills. I lacked asking question skills. In fact, I couldn't ask any question because I didn't even hear what they were saying. All I wanted to say was 4cc. 4cc, buy the product, you can travel. I'm traveling. Look at me. Look at the money I'm making. That's not what they want. Listen to what they want. And you'll be amazed how you can share amazing key facts. Someone is lonely, say, you know what, we can be friends. We can go to the meeting together. I know what it's like to be lonely. Do you know, my back hurts? You know, I find that there are supplements that can help. Listen to what people want. We mustn't push stuff down their throat. And then being teachable. Do you know, this is the toughest for everybody. Do you know why this is the toughest, this skill? Because we are all professionals in different ways. If you own a shop, you're a professional. If you're a speech therapist, you're a professional. If you own a charity organization, you're a professional. If you're a teacher, you're a professional. If you're a doctor, you're a professional. If you're a beauty therapist, you're a professional. If you're a psychologist, you're a professional. If you're a nurse, you're a professional. Now, I now come and I say, you know, this is network marketing is where many people do very little, and this is how we earn an income. And I'm jumping up and then I'm telling you, like, I studied medicine for 7 years. I don't need this. That's what you're saying in your mind, and you're just staring at that person. And I was like that. I thought, I'm a psychologist. You can't tell me about people. I know about people. At some point, I was not teachable and my income was not growing. Ask yourself. It says being teachable is being humble. Say, I don't know this thing. Do you know that network marketing is a different profession on its own that we have to learn? Teachability is good. Upline tells you, come, sit down. Let's look at this. Let's do it like this. And your upline actually might not be a professional like you. It might be somebody who stumbled across the business, who knows the business, and you're a doctor, and you're thinking to yourself, how can this person who has not even been to school be telling me what they're telling? No, please, this is not my line. This is not, but I'm sorry it is. Because some people are naturally gifted in network marketing. And some of us that work in an office are not gifted. We're used to staring at the computer. You talk to the computer, computer talks back to you. How can you network market? But somebody can tell you that, guess what? You don't have to do it like that. You can meet people, you can smile at them, you can give them your card, you can give them sample. You're learning. We need to be teachable. It's a skill on its own. It's a skill on its own. And it's an important skill. Teachability, humility, asking questions. Don't feel too big. Don't get upset with your upline. Don't get upset with your downline. Just learn. Honor one another. Those are skills that are tough for individuals. You know, habits. Habits are things that being teachable helps us eradicate. Let me give you a little story about habit. Yesterday, and I'm sure my girlfriend is online, I was meant to go and meet a girlfriend of mine. And I went on the tube. No, I got to the station and I knew exactly how to get there. But because every time when I get to that station, I turn left. The direction I really wanted to go, now look at habits. The direction I really wanted to go was I was supposed to turn right to get the tube that was going to Stratford. Do you know what I did? I turned left and I got the tube that was going to Selfridges, and it added 40 minutes to my journey. And that's what happens to all of us. Habits sometimes make us not teachable. Something you're used to doing on a regular basis. Somebody says to you, no, you can't do it like that. That's not how we do it. That's not how we bring office into network marketing, and it crumbles our business. Because remember, we're volunteer armies. Nobody is joined by the hips to you here. They choose to sign on. They choose to work with you. If you as the upline is not teachable, if the downline is not teachable, there will be a break in communication. Teachability is a skill that we must learn. Learn to do new things. Learn to read. Learn how to smile. Learn how to talk. Learn how to socialize. I don't like going out, but I've had to learn. My daughter, she said, mommy likes to go out every time. That's not the case. I have to learn to go out to meet people. Because nobody's going to come and knock on my door and say, Mom, we hear that you do forever. We want to know. You have to go out. So it's important that we learn to learn. Now, coming to a close, which means this actually is a lifestyle. There was one slide that I don't have here. Okay, yeah. Okay. So this is a lifestyle. Every day we have to learn this. Every month we have to learn this. Every year we have to do it for the rest of our lives. You have to remain teachable. You have to listen. You have to read. And then you have to learn how to coach and mentor. It's a lifestyle. We have to learn. How do you learn to coach? How do you learn to mentor? You identify potential. You support that team member to reach their potential. You support them to make their goals come to life. You encourage them to attend trainings like this. You motivate them by your life. You advise them. It's not only about forever. You can talk about, if they tell you about their husbands, their children, their life, their whatever it is, encourage them. And you'll be amazed how success will come. You know, it is actually, a leader is somebody who identifies the potential in that person around them, and you help them bring out that potential. So we're coaches, we're mentors. Our team members are our mentees. So don't say, sister so-and-so is my coach. No, the moment you sign and you carry your products and your box, you become a coach and you become a mentor. Nobody is you become the coach. And how do you become the coach? By reading. Teaching your team member to listen. These are skills. Teaching them to be teachable. They see you carrying stuff and you say, this is a new business. We can't do it like I'm in the office. You teach them. We all learn. These are skills that we lack. We all lack. And honestly, I'm being frank with you. You can ask me questions after this. These were skills that I lacked. All I wanted, honestly, was to make money. I forgot my why. I was so drunk and I was losing until I went back to start to read, until I went back to start to listen, until I went back to start to being teachable, until I learned how to coach others in the area, to mentor others in the area. And it says, I have a slide actually that's missing, I know. I thought it was included, and it was personal, what was that? It was interpersonal relationships. I thought I had included it, but I hadn't, and I am sorry. But interpersonal relationships. Do you know interpersonal relationships, it actually makes people not fight one another. One of the challenges that we are having and we're encountering is upline and team member squabbling. But you see, when you understand one another, you're able to say, do you know what? We're all human. Think of even if your team member upsets you, think about you. I used to struggle with unforgiveness. I'm being honest with you. I used to. But then one day I had a little whisper in my ears that is so interesting, Bukky, that you struggle with unforgiveness. So what happens when you offend other people? Do you want them to feel unforgiving towards you as well? And I started to think that actually, no. I would love if I hurt somebody for them to forgive me. I started to practice. So interpersonal relationships mean even if your team member does something, they say something out of character, just say, it's okay. That could have been me. There's somebody somewhere me to have offended. So I would close tonight saying, for things to change, we need the skills. We have to change. That's what Jim Rohn says. You can ask any questions. Think about this. Change your thinking, change your life, and see how your business would start to grow. Thank you so much, everybody. I did tell you it was a training with a twist. Oops, I can't stop that. I can stop sharing. And thank you so much, everybody, for your time. And I would love to take questions. If anybody has any questions. Nobody has any questions. I hope this has made an impact on somebody. I hope somebody would go away and start to at least purchase those 2 books. Start to read the books. The business is, do you know, I find, let me give you a testimony if anybody hasn't got any question. To be honest with you all, the business has made me a better wife, a better mother, and a better friend. Because my way of doing things, my way of speaking has changed because I read a lot. I've come across so many people. I used to talk in a way that was not very nice before, and I'm being honest. And I didn't intend to, but sometimes when I'm upset, I'll just talk because I'm upset, and that's it. And I'll say, that's it. My daughter was actually saying to me, my mommy, God, you've come a long way. And guess what? Forever has brought me a long way. Forever has held me by the hand like a mom and trained me to be a better person. The better I get, the bigger my business grows because I'm more tolerant of people. And that's why I'm here this evening, to tell you, be more tolerant, become the best, forget the economy, forget the cost of the products, focus on your why and focus to want to be the best version of yourself. Thank you. No questions? Are there any questions? Exactly. It's true. It's true. When the habit needs to change, it takes a lot of effort. Do you know, to be really honest, changing habits, you know, we're people of color, and you know, there's certain things that we've been used to. We were raised to be like that. And because we were raised to be like that, it's so difficult. That is why I said it's a lifestyle. I have to keep talking to myself. I have to keep talking to myself. I have to keep making myself want to become better daily. I have to keep on examining myself. And you know, the more, and it can be very painful. Imagine something you've been doing since you were a young child. I've been talking carelessly since I was a young child. My daughter said, Mommy, we see that you were indulged, you were a spoiled child. And I was. And so imagine the way I'll be talking anyhow, just talking. But forever actually made me realize that if you want to get to your why, if you want to achieve your goal, you can't talk to people like that. You can't behave like that. You need to learn to change. You need to read some more. You need to be teachable. You need to be coachable. And you need to be a coach as well. Imagine if I brought people on board and I make those people as wild as I was. That would not be nice. And so if you're struggling in your business, it's not because it's expensive. It's not because the economy is bad. It's because we need to train ourselves to be resilient. We need to be teachable. We need to listen. There's over 200 million people. There's over, I don't know how many, I read something that Rolf Keep put out. He said there was maybe about how many billion people he actually put in the world. And with all those billion, are we saying that we cannot find just one person in the billion people, 5 people? Could I please speak more about, let me go and see that. Sorry, can you ask the question? I can't see the question. Let me see.
I wasn't going to ask a question. I was going to say thank you so much, Sister Bukky, that honestly, for me, no need to ask any question. You've been so detailed. This is an amazing training. God bless you.
Thank you, ma. God bless you too, ma. And I pray that it works for us. I'm learning myself. I'm getting better daily. I'm striving daily to be better. You know, I get accused of not speaking well, even in my family. And you know, we all have to look within. You know, if you want to grow, you have to make sure that you make changes. Remember, there's a saying that says that insanity is when you keep doing the same things all over and over again, and you want a different result. I had to change. For things to change, I had to change. There's certain people that knew me. I remember the last time Mommy Tene said in Festac, and I used to be, even when I think about it, I say, my God, I'm so glad that I found forever. I'm so glad that I found opportunity that allowed me to look within. Don't worry, your business will grow. My business is growing because I'm changing daily. I'm striving to change daily. And so that's the key thing. I see, okay.
Thank you, Auntie. Auntie, that was me. Good evening, and thank you. That was so amazing. So I was asking, could you please speak more to it being a lifestyle?
Yeah, or business lifestyle. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So it is a lifestyle because guess what? You know, you must carry your business with you everywhere you go. I remember when I first started in Nigeria. When I first started my business in Nigeria, I didn't have much money. Okay. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be as honest as possible. We didn't have much money, but my husband was a young pilot. I had 2 young children. And, you know, when I was invited to parties, all I did, I had a massive bag. I can still see that bag, a black bag with a brown handle. And all I had in my bag was leaflets, my business card, brochures. And the business became my lifestyle. I'll give them my card. That's all. When I go to a party, all I want to do is give them my card. And that's what I'm saying. Make it a lifestyle everywhere you go. Just interject. Do you know, I'm a business owner. So what do? I use amazing products and I show people how they can make a life change getting involved in this business. I can show you how. Here's my card. We can swap numbers. And when you meet with them, show them the products. Tell them your why. Always have a why. Always have a why. Because when you attach your why to the business, people then know that it's not about selling forever products. Although you will end up selling. What puts a lot of people off Mrs. Adefala is that people think, I'm a lawyer. I'm not going to be carrying a keg of aloe vera up and down. No. But when people actually say that, so the more people I help, the more people I teach to use the product, the more people that work with me, not for me, not my downlines now, not working, the more people I teach to do the business, to use, to share the opportunity, the bigger our business gets and the closer I get to my goal. So the lifestyle is this. It has to be what you think about. You sleep it, you think it, you talk it, you share it to everyone. The products, the business, the products, the business, that is a lifestyle. You don't go out without your samples. You don't go out without your business card. You don't go out without your aloe in your mouth. Your mouth is your shop. It's a lifestyle. It's like having a bath every morning. That is what forever is. The moment you sign on, a day must not go past that you don't talk about your business and your product. The moment you carry your box, you must not say, I haven't actually looked at it for 2 days, but maybe next week. Every day, you must think about it. You must talk about it. You must think about it. Even if people think you're embarrassed, you're embarrassing. Think about, share it. Think about, share it. Everywhere you go, share it. Tell people about it. Tell them your story. People say, I haven't got any makeup on. People say, oh, you're not wearing makeup. I said, my God, you need to see me. I have a photo when I show it to them. I say, yes, that was me. But because I make this a lifestyle, use the product regularly, talk about the products regularly, share the opportunity regularly, share the products regularly, and make sure that you earn an income from doing that. I hope that has answered your question, Mrs. Adefala.
Yes, Auntie. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I don't know if there's any more questions. I'm trying to see. Okay. Okay, right. Somebody said that's my claim. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can see no questions. Excellent. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for being here and thank you for your time. Thank you for using your data. I know that data costs a lot of money. Thank you, office. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity, and I hope to see you all again very soon. I hope this night has made a difference in the way that you approach your business. Thank you and have a good evening. I'm not sure what to do now. Maybe they're going
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so Thank you so much, Ma. I just said that I need to get the even if I was not there, I need to get the closing part. I want to, in a very special way, Ma, thank you for pouring your heart out to us this evening. We really, really, really appreciate this. You know, we love you. We love everything that you do for us. Is for us to it's for our own good, so that we can grow not just as individuals, but we can grow as a country. We can grow as a country. We really, really, really appreciate this. So to all of us that just listen, please and please, like I said, like I've always said, let's put this in practice. Let's put this in practice. One of the major challenges that we have is up here. Is up here. So once we can offload that, once we can come together and look at what is ahead of all of us, definitely we will see ourselves grow. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Appreciate it, and good night. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye, sir.
Yeah.